look, who's that? Feet are preparing to tap around the country now because little Richard is with us this morning and he's at the piano. What I find astonishing is that you haven't got a piano at home.
No, I gave it away. My mother moved and I gave it to a friend of mine. It was the piano that I learned how to play the boogie-woogie on, and so
it was the same piano that you started with?
Yes.
Who taught you piano?
A guy by the name of Escarita. He lives in New York now. He's a hard guy to get along with, but he taught me how to play.
He must be good.
He was fantastic. Thank you, Escarita, wherever you are.
And you don't play any of your old numbers now, do you?
No, I don't. I'm into another field. I was just looking at Angie. How you put...
Angie Bowie?
Boy, yeah. If I was playing, I would play behind her. I enjoyed talking to her very much. She was just beautiful. I enjoyed it so much. I think this is her year. She's going to be very big, and God is going to be... I'm praying that God will be with her and bless her and make her huge.
Oh, that's nice, Angie, eh?
Very lovely man.
And so I just play a little, you know. I heard some of the old blues last night. I heard Big Mama Thornton last night, and I heard Lowell Fulson on television last night, Big J McNeely, and it just really got to me, you know, listening to them play that old piano. You don't hear that now, you know, the clavinets and the synthesizers has really gotten, but that, in the church that I go to, we're very rhythmic in my church. You know, we believe in rhythm and gospel rhythm, and I just love to hear the rhythm. That's the reason I wanted that book to be written by me, The Life and Times of Little Richard, by Charles White, because I wanted the world to see my contribution that has been made to music, and I'm thankful to Pan's publisher for publicizing the book.
So, if you play gospel now, go on, give us a taste of what you say.
Well, I do it like this. Jerry Lee Lewis. Well, that's what they like to hear. I noticed when I used to come to England, and everybody said, "Go down there, go down there." And when I, they just say, "Woo, woo, woo." And when you, "Oh, woo, woo, woo." And that's what they like. I used to like to stay down here. Then watch it, Alan. They like that. It is something in it, you know, I hear it. oh, it catches on. When I touch it, I feel it all over my body. I like the way you all said all over me body. I like that.
All over me body?
Better than I do my body.
But I'm surprised, when you hear yourself play Lucille now on an old bit of film or something, I'm surprised you don't want to get up and do it yourself.
Oh, but Lucille is my favorite tune. It just sounds like a train track, you know, down, 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 down. I just love Lucille, and good golly, Miss Molly. I like all of them, really. But when I hear them, you know, it don't sound, you know, whenever you hear your records back, it sounds like you could have done better. I don't believe no artist have heard that record and said, "Ooh, boy," you said, "Boy, I should have done it this way." You felt like you could have sung it a little better. I believe every true entertainer feels that way. I don't think you ever feel complete about your tunes. And then after you hear everybody say it's good, then you go to liking it yourself. You say, "Is that it? That's not too bad after all." Not so bad.
And do you think if I challenged you to play Lucille now, the technique would still be there?
I believe it'd be a little different. You know, I'm older now than I was then. I'm 52 now, and that was way back then. That's a long time ago. And my hands was much faster than they are today. My hands have gotten a little slower. I still move them swiftly, but I think that I one day I tried. Paul, you and Linda, keep it, baby. I love both of you.
Oh, they're wonderful as well, yes. This is too much for me. This is... Little Richard, we're going to come back. We're all going to have a sing-song around the piano,
Angela's going to come back and clap her hands around the piano.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right now, though, we need a weather forecast, I think. It's time to go over to Wincy. No? Is it not? Oh, that was... Duff information. Let me pass you over to Andy.
Yes, I never realised breakfast television was going to be like this, with live music in the studio this morning. You've had us rocking over here. It's brilliant, isn't it? It really is. It's amazing. It really is.
They asked me to move. I said, no, I can't move. I just want to see Little Richard.
It's the best way to wake up in the morning, that's for sure.
When you first met how did you first meet the Beatles?
Well, I was playing Liverpool. Brian Epstein had me there, and I was doing a thing there. We was raising money for a Jewish cause there, you know, and so John Arden took me there, and so Brian Epstein, I want these little guys to open the show for me. He said, they idolize you. And Paul came in and just grabbed my hand, the same picture, and so they sung Love, Love Me, Do You Know I Love You, and so I took them with me to Hamburg, to the Star Club. They was making $50 a week per person.
Really?
And then we became real good friends, and from
I
then
gather
on...
they were so nervous of meeting you the first time that they stood in the wings
Yes.
while you were performing, so that I think it was Paul McCartney's brother stood on the other side of the stage so they could take a picture
That's
with
right,
you.
they were scared to ask me.
Yes, that's right.
I
Isn't that
remember
incredible?
Yes, and I just and Jimi Hendrix was my guitar player.
Was he?
He was my guitarist at the time.
Gosh.
Isn't that something?
What a lineup.
And his name was Maurice James then.
James.
Yes, Maurice James.
That's incredible. Yeah. And I gather also the Beatles were so poor at one point they used to buy them food.
Oh, they used to eat up the biggest food bill, eat up all the steaks, no cow left at all. Eat up all, and John would eat constantly. Paul was so busy watching me, he didn't eat as much. Paul, I want to have breakfast at your house before I leave. It was really something.
Invite him here, he can have breakfast here.
Paul, we'll have breakfast here together. You and Linda, bring the baby on. We'll have breakfast here.
Have you met Julian Lennon?
Oh, yes, I did. I talked to Julian not long ago. He's so sweet. I just love him. And I wanted to die. I said, Julian, I just love his voice. I thought it was John back again.
Yes.
It's frightening. And I don't know why. Yoko, give that boy that money. You know you got it, girl. Julian, he's so wonderful. You know, it just, I think Yoko wanted Sean to be like Julian, but he came out like her.
Yeah.
She have a Japanese baby, you know, which is nothing wrong with, you know. Give him plenty of rice, darling.
Richard! You are the most amazing personality
But
to
it's
have on
true,
the
black
program.
people eat beans, so give us beans and rice. We love both of them. Well, I just said that. Yoko, I love you. You know I do. But give Julian his money.
Yes, fine. Now we've sorted out the music industry. Now we've sorted out the music industry. Is it time to go to Wincy, do you think? It's still not time to go to Wincy, Andy.
You see what's happening with this in the studio this morning? Well, the time actually is coming up to about 3 minutes to 9. Angie, all the talk of those musicians there. Have you got any big names on your band that are going out with you? Travel the country?
Actually, yes. My very good friend Mick Kahn is...
What his house was like. You have a very big lawn, don't you?
Yes, 18-hole golf course.
An 18-hole golf course in your lawn.
That's right.
You're sort of, it must be fairly large and
It is.
splendiferous.
Yeah, 6 bedrooms, that's enough.
Yeah. And an 18-hole golf course. Do you ever get out to play it?
I never knocked anything in the hole in my life. I've tried, but I've always missed the hole.
So it's just a hobby golf? I mean,
That's right. No, my brother knock it in the hole.
Oh, he
You
can.
know, he don't miss the hole. I got a brother never miss the hole, but I always miss the hole. I come close, but I would never get in.
Fine. I think we better take a break. Good morning, Britain there. Angie, you're an animal lover. Have you got any?
Yes, I have some horses.
Oh, of course you
Arabian
breed horses, yes.
Yes, and some dogs. Dogs and horses.
Rather larger horses than the little pit pony we saw there.
Yeah, but that was just as cute, wasn't it?
It's a very expensive business, isn't it, breeding horses?
Yes, it's a big scam in America, tax shelter. And
So what you've done it for?
No, I haven't, but that's what people buy them for, you know, and that's why they invest in them. Some people don't even see them. They see them once a year, you know, they're kept at beautiful ranches and groomed and trained, and then people come and visit the winter sun and go and look at the horses.
So it's not just an investment for you. Do you actually get stuck in yourself and you actually go and ride and exercise?
Oh,
and
yes,
train?
yes, I had no desire to make it sound as if that was... No, I used to get up at 5 in the morning and feed them in muck stalls, and
Really?
I was the owner. That's what owners do.
Yes. How many?
Well, when I first had the ranch in Northern California, I had a barn full of 20, which was really hard work. And then my partner in the horse business got shot in the back.
Jesus.
And fortunately survived, but I moved him and the horses to Scottsdale, Arizona, and changed it around a little. I had to sell some mares, but it's better. It's the center of the Arabian horse business. It was much better for him to be there. In Northern California, there was a little small-town jealousy, ethnic minority jealousy.
I understand.
We know about that.
Yes.
And we were not liked very much. It's a redneck sort of environment.
We were seeing those pit ponies there, the ponies that used to go down the pits anyway, and very much thinking about the mining dispute that we've just been through, the industrial dispute. I know that it sort of struck a chord with you because you were talking earlier about the problem you had getting the any money for those songs that you wrote so many years ago.
Right.
You actually picketed somewhere for months on end.
Yes, I picketed ATV, Specialty Records, and Venice Music in Los Angeles. I walked with the sign up over my head, and
Famous Little Richard did that.
famous Little Richard trying to get that famous money that he made so many years ago that he's never seen. I wanted to feel some of it before I die. You know, I'm 52 now. How much longer do you live in this old world? I've never had it, and when I see all
You're not badly off, though, if you've got
all of my peers, you know, everybody that has been a part of me, everyone I know in the business, they got money. Chuck Berry is one of the richest black entertainers in the world. You know, I've never received mine. I've never received a dime, and I've written some of the biggest hits ever been out. And nobody gave me a dime, and so I went to ATV and asked them for my money, and they looked at me like I was crazy. In fact, they told the policeman to throw me out of the yard, although the policemen knew me, and they loved to tutti frutti, and they didn't touch me. And that's when I wanted Holmes Accord here, which owns ATV, to tell them to pay me. And I like Mr. Accord, whoever he is. I want to build a home for entertainers. Esther Phillips died. Big Mama Thornton died. Joe Tex died. Jack Wilson died. And they couldn't be buried. They didn't even have $200 to buy a casket. And so I want to take my money and build a home called the Bouquet of Love for all people. So when entertainers get old, they have a place to stay.
Where would that be?
In California. I'm going to take half of the money, the royalties from this book here, and build this home. So if ATV never pay me, which I believe God is going to make them pay me, Mr. Accord, the Lord's going to make you all pay me. Holmes Accord, tell ATV to pay me when I get back. And you can get my book, The Life and Times of Little Richard. It's the greatest book you ever
It certainly is. It's the greatest life I've ever read.
Oh, close up. Come on.
And so pretty. So pretty.
Charles White
I've
wrote
never
it.
known anyone get away with absolute murder like that.
It's such fun letting him get away with it.
When you get 52, you know, just let them do.
Indulge.
Little Richard, we're going to put you on the piano again in a few minutes.
I'm ready to.
Oh, jolly good. We'll take a break. Everybody at the Ideal Home, come back, Wincy and Henry, and bring those candles with you. I want to have a look at that bottle of champagne. We're all gathered around the piano, as you can see. We're going to have a jolly good sing-song in a minute. But right now, let's catch up with what's been happening in the news all morning. Over to Gordon Honeycomb.
Good morning.
You like playing now, some of the
yes.
things you like singing in church. And
I was just telling Angela about he's got the whole world in his hands. She was telling me about her new record about heaven, which is going to be the smash in this country. I'm a Sagittarius, and I just
So am I.
feel it. And
what are you, Angie?
Libra.
Sagittarius and Libras get on.
I get on with all of them.
Yeah, like a house on fire.
Whatever, I'm ready.
Right, so are
And
we.
this is a little song here. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
world.